A very good afternoon to you all, and welcome to the CTrade Fantasy segment on Tech Thursdays, proudly sponsored by Nedbank and Zimbabwe Independent. I am your host, Dutch, and with me are two gentlemen who are going to help us better understand the capital markets. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us, and please introduce yourself to our viewers. Start with you.
Thank you. My name is Batanai Matsika. I'm the head of research for Morgan & Company. I'm also the founder of Piggy Bank Advisor. I'm happy to be on the show.
Pleasure to have you. Thank you, Batanai.
Good afternoon. My name is Garikai Munema. I'm the Chief Commercial Officer with Escrow Group, and it is my pleasure to be with you this afternoon.
Thank you, Garikai, and again, welcome, gentlemen. Now to recap, in last week's edition, which was our first episode and launch episode, we got an overview of the architecture and structure of the local capital markets. We also got an overview of the CTrade Fantasy platform, what the competition entails, how you can get involved, and the prizes on offer. If you missed that episode, you can watch it fully here on the Heart and Soul Facebook page. Now today, we're putting on our investor hats and we're digging deeper into the capital markets waters. Now I have a three-point question to start off our episode today, Mr. Batanai. We want to find out what are the exchanges that exist here in Zimbabwe, how are they different, and which ones will be available on the CTrade Fantasy platform.
Thank you very much for that question. I think as highlighted last week, we have three exchanges in Zimbabwe as we speak. So there's the Zimbabwe Stock Exchange, which has been around for quite some time. A number of companies there are listed. Market cap, we're looking at something around 1.3 trillion in terms of the entire market capitalization. So these are equities of different companies that are listed on the main exchange. But we also have another one, which is the Financial Securities Exchange, which was formed as an alternative market. Currently has Old Mutual Zimbabwe that's listed there. We're looking at a market capitalization of around 20 billion. That's in ZWL. We also have the Victoria Falls Exchange, which is basically a US dollar market where we have a lot of export-oriented businesses there. We're looking at a market capitalization of around 350 million US dollars. So in terms of being available on the platform, so currently we're going to have, of course, the ZSE, so you can trade ZSE stocks, but you can also trade the FinSec. So those are the two exchanges that will be available, but later on we believe that the VFX stocks will also be added to CTrade Fantasy.
Yeah, thank you for that, Mr. Batanai. Let me come to you, Mr. Garikai. Why should I, as an investor, use CTrade?
Well, CTrade is a very convenient platform, very easy to use, very easy to navigate. It is available on the simple gadgets, your everyday phones. It is also available through USSD. You just dial short code 727# and you call across all the three local networks. It is also available on mobile platforms, which I've just spoken about. It's also available on the web. And it's such a convenient platform to use, which you can use from anywhere across the globe. As long as you are on this planet Earth, you can trade through CTrade. It also allows you as an investor to monitor your portfolio 24/7 because it gives you information about your investments on your platform, even when you're at home or in the office or when you are on holiday or traveling, you can be able to access. It's also very easy for anyone without a huge amount of money, because all you need to trade on CTrade is as little as 500 local currency, and you'll be able to post your orders on the CTrade platform. So it's easy to use, it's accessible anytime. And there's also a feature that I just want to speak about on CTrade, which allows you to do what you call auto trading, where you can actually set parameters to say, okay, I want to trade if the stock goes beyond or above so much, I want to buy or I want to sell. You just set those parameters and automatically the platform will post the orders for you. Even with you not doing anything, you can just set the parameters and you go away on holiday, and the system will do everything for you. So CTrade is made for everyone. CTrade is easy to use, and I'll be surprised if there's anyone who isn't hooked onto CTrade as yet.
I doubt there's anyone out there who doesn't like convenience and ease. Let me come to you, Batanai. So, as an investor, I have a number of investment options available to me, a number of investment vehicles, a number of investment alternatives. Why should I, as an investor, be looking into investing directly into the capital markets?
Okay, so when you speak capital markets, of course, you're talking about the equities or the share market. I think there are a number of advantages. As Garikai actually, indicated, the minimum investment amount, we're looking at 500. So there's access for anyone, anywhere. And also with the coming in of technology, online platforms, it has opened up the capital markets for any individual with the internet connection. Once you have the internet connection, you get on CTrade, you can actually access the market. But over and above that, I think just looking at the broader macroeconomic environment in Zimbabwe, our concern is for investors is inflation. And over the past couple of years, we've seen equities market actually outperforming inflation, which means that from a value hedging point of view, the capital markets are an interesting space, especially when you then consider investing over the long term. So there's scope really to beat market returns and also inflation in the long term.
Is a source of passive income also a consideration when you think of investing in the capital market?
Definitely. So what we've seen with the development of capital markets, we now have what are called ETFs, exchange traded funds. These are basically instruments that enable you to sort of invest passively because you're already investing in a particular theme. You can invest in a top 10 index. You can also invest in, say, a financial services or agricultural sector, theme, which means that you are not really active because you're investing in a fund. So by buying ETFs that are available also on CTrade Fantasy, that's actually a passive investment vehicle.
Thank you for that explanation, because I think it helps a lot of people better understand the opportunities and benefits of investing on the capital market. Sure. Let me come back to you, Mr. Garikai. So, how do I create an account on CTrade, and how much am I charged for it as an investor?
Okay. Opening an account for CTrade, you don't pay anything. It's for free. Like I said, all you need to do is to open your account. If you're using USSD, then that's *727# and then call across all networks. Or you can download the mobile app, which is available on Google Play Store, or you can go onto our website where you can then get the processes to open the account. It's a very, very simple process. It doesn't take you more than 5 minutes and you have your account up and running. Once the account has been opened, then you fund your account. Again, the channels through which you can fund your account, very, very simple, and they're quite varied. You can do direct deposits into your account, you can do pay now, you can do through ZP transfers, you can use a number of channels to fund your account, and once that is done, then you're good to go.
Sounds very simple.
Very, very simple.
But here we're talking about money.
Yes.
And obviously, one of the primary concerns when it comes to people's money is security and safety. How safe is the CTrade platform? Will we not wake up one day and our monies are gone?
No. CTrade is actually, the portal itself and the platform itself is regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission. So all transactions and operations under CTrade are actually regulated. So all the investor protection mechanisms that are available in this country also apply to anyone opening an account and trading through CTrade. The platform itself, the technology that drives CTrade is actually built according to international standards that ensures security of the information that is on that platform, and it also ensures that investors, your information is protected and your money is protected. So there is absolutely no need to worry or fear anything when you're trading on CTrade.
Yeah. Safety guaranteed. Okay, let me come back to you, Mr. Button. So I have a safe and secure platform that I can invest in. But I want to dig deeper into the actual business of investing. As an investor or a potential investor, how do I pick the companies I invest in? How do I pick the stocks? What informs the choices of stocks that I make? Or are we saying all companies are the same on the stock market?
Okay, thank you. I think the first stage is to define your investment philosophy. Because by the end of the day, you can be an investor or you can be a trader, right? So those are two different things.
Yeah.
So as an investor, you're taking a long-term view on companies. You're basically looking at undervalued stocks that you believe are cheap versus their market price. And in that instance, you employ what is called fundamental analysis. So by fundamental analysis, what I mean is that you're looking at the broader macroeconomic factors that influence that share. You're also looking at the financials, company-specific issues, things such as your earnings per share. How is the company performing in terms of the EPS versus its market price? So that's the approach that you have as an investor. You're basically being like a Warren Buffett of some sort. You're looking at value, looking at long-term opportunity. And then you could choose to be a trader. So as a trader, what you're looking for is short-term, or swings in the share price that could actually make you some money or gain a bit of some risk-free profit. So you're basically studying share price movements over time. You're basically studying the historical patterns and employing what is called technical analysis. So that's a technique that you can employ as a trader. But over and above that, I think it's worth highlighting that, it's always good to have a long-term perspective when you're looking at shares in general, because these are companies that are run by management teams. They perform in line with the broader macros. So for me, I would recommend beginners to look at the market from a fundamental analysis point of view, which means that you have to pay attention to the financials, pay attention to the management team, and also corporate governance issues to say, is this a well-managed company? If it's well-managed, the fundamentals are great, then that would be a good buy.
Introducing CTrade, an innovative homegrown technology crafted to open up and simplify access to the Zimbabwe stock market, using various digital platforms that can be accessed by anyone from anywhere at any time. What's great about this new technology is investors do not have to spend days on laborious and tedious processes to access the stock markets, as they can now do it from the comfort of their home or workplace. The CTrade interface can be accessed using three main channels, which are USSD, mobile app, an Android application for smartphones, or web portal, an online computer-based platform. Mobile app. For smartphones, the CTrade mobile app can be downloaded from Google Play Store and used from anywhere in the world to instantly buy, sell, and monitor one's portfolio. The application is easy to navigate and has an interface simplified for ease of use but with great efficiency. Funding and withdrawal of the CTrade account can be done using Visa and MasterCard, thus offering payment flexibility to those living in the diaspora and ensuring a worthwhile investment on their foreign currency remittances. Web portal. For investors interested in rich stock market information, analytics, trends, and share price movements, then the CTrade web portal is the right solution. The portal also allows for funding and withdrawals using Visa and MasterCard and gives the user a personalized portfolio view. By using the various CTrade interfaces, citizens are guaranteed of the following benefits: direct access to both the ZSE and FinSec, real-time transacting, user-friendly interfaces, and real-time business intelligence. CTrade online and mobile trading platform, the next generation technology for capital markets. CTrade, everyone, everywhere, anytime.
Is it true that a well-rounded investor is a well-read investor? How important is it for a potential investor or trader to keep up to date with news about the companies that are trading on the various capital markets?
Yes. So one of the requirements for listed companies is that they should employ what is called investor relations practices, which means that from time to time they should give information about what's happening in their businesses in terms of quarterly updates, what's happening with the volumes, what's happening with your earnings, and also just financial statements, interim results, things such as full-year results, and what are called analyst briefings, where they invite analysts and the media and pitch or give presentations about the performance of the company. So as an investor, that becomes quite critical. You should then understand financial statements. You should understand how to read through, say, newspaper articles around a particular company. So there's a lot of work that has to be done before you come up with a buy or sell decision. So I agree with you, there's a lot of work that needs to be done in terms of educating the investor about the underlying equities.
I'm sure one of the questions our potential investors would have is some of these strategies that you've been explaining to us. Can I apply them on the CTrade Fantasy platform?
Okay, so the CTrade Fantasy is a practical solution to trading. So yes, it's a demo version. You're trading and learning at the same time. So you have that live experience by the end of the day. So you can employ whatever strategies and do a trial and error to say, does this method work? Is it aligned with my philosophy and things like that? So it's a very practical solution in terms of just having the experience in investing and in trading.
And you can even choose to experiment with either of the strategies or all of them.
Yes, definitely, definitely.
It sounds good. So now, here I am, potential investor. I'm armed with some strategies. I understand the benefits of the capital markets. I want to sign up on CTrade. You explained to us how you set up the account, the lack of fees for signing up. What is the next step after I set up my account? How do I proceed?
Okay. Once you've opened up your account, you then fund your account. And once your account is funded, your account is up and running, you are good to go. The moment you have that CTrade account, you now have access to all the equities that are listed on the 2 exchanges currently, which we have. So you can now be able to post your buy and sell orders using now the techniques that Bat and I was explaining. And the reason why we are bringing this CTrade Fantasy is we want to give a platform for the investors to say, okay, the theory that he has been talking about, I now want to do it practically. And we are giving you access to live, because remember the prices that you are seeing, the trends that you are seeing, actually mimic what is happening in the live environment. So yes, you are on a demo platform, but you are actually doing things as if it were live. So the fundamental and the technical analysis that you'll be doing on CTrade Fantasy will be exactly the same as you do if you were on the main platform. Yeah.
And just to reiterate, say someone has signed up for CTrade and is playing the fantasy platform, can they still go on the CTrade live platform and also dabble in the live market?
Definitely. The CTrade Fantasy is just to give you the experience, the experience of what really happens. But you can still trade in the real market. So it doesn't mean that if you are on CTrade Fantasy, then you can't trade on the real market. Or if you're in the real market, then you can't trade on CTrade Fantasy. You can actually do both. And it is actually encouraged to do both. Because on the CTrade Fantasy, you are learning, You are practicing, you are learning, you are seeing exactly how it happens, then you come onto the live and do it.
Once you've perfected your strategy, seen how it goes, then you can come and try it and see if you can make some actual returns. That's fantastic. Okay, for our last part of the show, we are going to define what we are calling our capital market term of the week. This is basically to help you better understand some of the terms that you'll be coming across along your investment journey. So our capital markets term for this week is market capitalization, also known as market cap. I'm sure you might have heard, maybe watching the news, and you see they say such and such a company has a market capitalization of 10 billion, or such and such a company has a market cap of 20 billion. Mr. Batanai, what does it mean to say market capitalization?
Yes, market capitalization is a simple term, really, because it's a measure of the value of the business as set by its market price. I guess what is more key around market capitalization is to say that, for example, this cap, in terms of the value that you can get from it, probably it could be $1. Say that's the fair price of this cap, could be $1. But as per the market can price this at 50 cents. That becomes your market capitalization, which is a value that's been assigned by a market because of price movements. So as an investor, what you're looking out for is whether this price is undervalued or overvalued as compared to its intrinsic or fair value. So the intrinsic price of this cap would be $1, and the market cap or market price could be 50 cents, which means that this cap is being undervalued by the market. So you can then go onto the market and buy it for 50 cents in anticipation that the price will then go up to its fair value or intrinsic value, which is $1. So that is basically the concept around market capitalization. It's calculated as price per share times the number of shares in issue. That becomes the aggregate market capitalization of a stock.
Okay, so to summarize, the market cap is basically reflecting the value that the market
is placing
on the company, but not necessarily its intrinsic value. So it could be higher, it could be lower.
Yes.
And then you as an investor are making the assessment based on that market cap of whether or not this is a good buy or sell. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for sharing your information with us. And thank you to you, the viewers. As you've heard, you can now learn how to invest in a zero-risk, safe environment by playing CTrade Fantasy. If you want to access the platform, just follow the details on your screen right now, or you can follow CTrade on Facebook or CTrade Mobile on Twitter. You can also visit the website ctrade.co.zw for more information. You can also download the CTrade app on the Play Store or the Apple Store, and you can start to play, learn, and invest. Thank you, and see you next time.